You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here for Drakewing Gaming, and some of you met on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of What It Feels Like. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to jumping right back into this, so let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, we're up, and let's go. Alright. I happily take out the breakfast burger from the bag and give it a big bite. Fast food, one of the many wonders of the modern era. Why do we have to be there so early anyway? Arnie doesn't open until the afternoon. He said we can hang up the posters in the morning. Just think about not wanting customers to see us doing it. Not wanting customers seeing us do it. So dumb. It's not that early. I mean, 8 a.m. is pretty reasonable. Is it? I'm with Mylo. My first class isn't until 11. I could have been asleep right now. Thank you, Wyatt. He smiles at me through the rearview mirror. It's pretty rare when he's on my side, not Lizzie's, so when it happens, it always feels like we have a moment. Trademark pending. Well, we're all awake now, so both of you can stop whining. Besides, we had breakfast, right? It's not all bad. Can't say I don't agree. There's something about having breakfast outside that just lifts up my mood. Breakfast solves everything then, huh? Sure does. I'll take your word for it. They smile at each other. Just like that, our moment is gone, taken over by the irresistible pull of Lizzie's aura or something. Wyatt and Lizzie have been dating for about a year now. Lizzie and I were friends way before they even met, so I always feel closer to her than him. But lately, it doesn't seem like that's been the case anymore. Ever since they started going out, it's felt less like I was the best friend and more like I was just tagging along with them. Not that I mind too much. They're always nice to me, and it kind of feels like they're my mom and dad sometimes when we go out together. I don't dislike Wyatt, not by a long shot. He's a great guy, and God knows he treats Lizzie like a goddess. But I guess I just miss the intimacy Lizzie and I used to have. They're talking amongst themselves now about their plans for the day or what movie they're going to watch together. So in moments like these, where they can only see each other, I just take myself out of the conversation and let them have their moment. After all, no one likes a third wheel. Instead, I keep to my own thoughts about us, the band, and what we're going to do about it. The Dead End Lovers, the cringy name Lizzie and I thought of in junior year as the official name of our band. It took some time for us to get it fully formed, but once we met Wyatt and Jacob, it all sort of fell into place, and we started performing in old Arnie's bar out first year of college. Everything was great for a while. We'd write our songs along with Wyatt, and we'd compose them together and perform pretty much every Friday night. That went on for a while until, well, Jacob left the band. It was almost 4 months ago, and ever since then we haven't been able to find a guitarist. It was manageable at first. I would play the piano, the only instrument I can play, to sort of replace the guitar. We quickly found out that it wasn't working. Arnie told us himself, something about me lacking stage presence when I perform it with a piano in front of me. So we haven't gotten a gig in a whole month, and obviously now we're desperate. Well, at least I am. So yeah. That's a cool looking bar. Tap room. Arnie's. Chicken wings. Piles of trash. Just trash piled up outside. Okay. Alright. As we roll up to Arnie's bar, I'm fully awake with a newfound determination. This is our Hail Mary. If we don't find a guitarist soon, Arnie will give our spot to some other band. When that happens, it'll be tough to get back out there. I do not want to start all over again. I hate starting things over again. So tonight we'll be holding auditions for a new guitarist here in the bar. Again, for the 4th time. If we can't find one tonight, then I don't know what I'll do. We pile out of Wyatt's car, and Lizzie hands him the stack of flyers we made a few nights ago. Are you sure you don't want us to go in with you? We could help sweet-talk him into letting us put more flyers up. Mylo could offer his services. Yeah, I could. Wait, I'm not giving old Arnie a blowjob. Why not? I don't know where he's been. Besides, he's too old for me. I thought you liked old guys. I told you I liked one old guy, and he's an actor, so he doesn't count. Mylo wasn't sucking anyone's dick. I can sweet-talk the old guy myself. Are you gonna suck his dick? I don't know why I defend you. He shakes his head when another word goes into the bar. God, I really hope someone shows up today. Me too, someone good preferably. I can't handle another audition of a guy who thinks he can play guitar. How have things been, by the way, with you? Good, I guess. Yeah? Feels like we don't talk much these days. I've noticed too, of course, with the band being in hiatus and her and Wyatt moving in together. It's been a messy couple of months. Yeah, it does. We should hang out sometime. A non-band related outing as three. I get a little disappointed at the three part. I wonder if she ever considers hanging out with just the two of us anymore. But I smile anyway, nodding. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Just say the word and I'll organize something for us. Ooh, maybe you can invite us to your place. I miss your mom's cooking so much. I'm sure she'd be happy to see you. A little too happy, maybe. Mom adores Lizzie to the point where she kind of ends up comparing me to her. Unlike she would with Emma. Sometimes I feel like I can never compare to my older sister. We can go to the movies. Oh, or to the shopping district. I heard they're gonna open up a music shop there soon. I thought you said nothing band related. Well, it doesn't have to be band related. We both like music, right? True. I'll get you a triangle. Really boost up your musical talent. How sweet. I'll get you a recorder. Shove it up your ass. How crude. You'd like it, I bet. The sound of the bar door opening stops our little banter battle, and out comes Wyatt, and thankfully not a single flyer is in his hand. So? We sigh in relief. Sometimes Arnie can be such a hard ass. Thankfully this wasn't one of those times. Looks like we're all set then. Alright, let's look at y'all. Thank God, you better show up on time, Mylo. I will, jeez! That's that then. Let's get to class. Yeah, at least we can show up on time for that. A little too on time for my liking. He gives it a loud yawn. I swear, I always feel like he has a bass system in his stomach and the way I can feel it when his body rumbles like that. Oh, let's get going then. Wyatt and I give a half-hearted sleepy hooray school while Lizzie pushes us into the car. I lay down on his back seat, smelled McDonald's hash browns and Wyatt's car stink pressing into my nose. Being awake is so hard. I hate mornings. I hate afternoons, too. Wish it was nighttime already. So you can go get some penis. College for me is like that one Bon Jovi song, always living on a prayer. It's not that I'm dumb, or at least I'd like to think it's not because of that. And Mom says if I really tried, I could be just as overachieving as Emma is, but of course, I don't try. College is just a stepping stone for me, something I have to do, or else Dad would kick me out of the house otherwise. As long as I get okay grades and don't fail a class, I'll keep on being their mediocre child. If anything, I do love keeping the status quo. So in morning classes like these, where I'm tired and bored, I just put my head down and escape my own little daydream. I love to daydream. It's like hallucinating, but you can control what happens. What's better than that? Don't answer that. Ah, yes, my daily voluntary hallucination. Jacob. You'd think that I daydream of dirty things. Jacob shirtless, his pecs, his pits, his cock and balls, even. And, you'd be right, but that's only a quarter of the time. No, in my wildest fantasies, Jacob isn't naked. I see it almost every night, after all. He's just here, next to me, holding my hand, making a stupid joke that I'll no doubt laugh to, telling me how happy he is, how much he loves me. In my wildest dreams, Jacob's song is mine, just as much as I am his. What would a date with him look like? I think for the millionth time. Would he take me to a festival like we did freshman year, or just the two of us this time? Would he ever kiss me in public? I mean, it's definitely a nice thought, but the chance of that happening seems so slim. After all, he's... The sound of books slightly slamming shut and chairs moving wakes me up with a jolt, and I quickly gather my things and get up. It's like I spaced out for the whole class. Again. I should stop doing that. I start to make my way towards the door when I hear our professor clear his throat loudly. Oh, excuse me. Mr. Russo, could you please stay for a second? Oh, God. Actually, I have a class right now. Yeah, I don't care. Stay. I'll talk to whoever you have your next class with. He singles out another guy trying to quickly leave, snapping his fingers at him to get his attention. Hey, you too, Mr. Abernathy. The guy audibly curses under his breath and apprehensively makes his way towards the desk. Mr. Hopkins sighs and rubs the bridge of his nose with his fingers, and once we're the only ones in the room, he finally looks up at us in mild disappointment. So, you two are... Hopkins? A teacher I don't recognize stands in the doorway, frantically motioning him to step out into the hallway. I'll be right there. Please, it's an emergency. The lady urges him on, and with another heavy sigh that lasts a bit too long, he gets up from his desk. You two stay here. This won't take long. And off he goes to handle whatever situation that lady is in, leaving me and this guy alone in the classroom. I glance at him through the corner of my eye and quickly realize that this stranger isn't a stranger after all. Not really, anyway. I've seen him a lot, classes and on the basketball team. From what I can tell, he seems like a kind of a douche. He's taller than me, but not by too much. And he always seems to have a grin permanently etched onto his face. Well, maybe except for now. He notices me looking at him, and as if reading my mind, his grin comes back, wide and proud. A cocky, full of himself cheetah who always seems to have people around him. Yep, that's Abernathy. Baxter Abernathy. What a hard ass, huh? He talks, the once rigid posture he once had when Mr. Hopkins called for him disappearing in an instant, replacing it with this cool guy persona that he always seems to put on. Yeah, I guess so. What are you in for? What are you in for? I shove my hands into my back pockets and glance away. I don't want to be rude, but I'm pretty terrible at small talk, which is kind of why I really only have the band members as my friends. And why not admit it? Baxter makes me a little nervous. He's standing just a bit too close, being a bit too friendly, and I don't think I trust him yet. But it looks like I'm stuck with him, at least for the whole time being, and an awkward silence is way worse than awkward banter. So I choose the latter. Not sure, could be anything really. I owe him a lot of homework. Yeah, me too. He rubs the back of his neck, definitely not proud of this. Do you think he's gonna tell us we're gonna fail his class? Shudder. God, I sure hope not. My dad would kill me. Same, except my mom will, not dad. Is your dad not strict? He looks at me for a moment, almost in amusement. Nah, I just don't really have a dad. Oh, geez, way to go, Mylo. You just made this jock trauma dump in 5 seconds flat. That's gotta be a new record. Yep, woe is me, fatherless behavior, boo-hoo, etc., etc. Nah, I'm just playing with you, it's not a big deal. I'm more worried about what the hell I'm gonna do about this class. I inwardly sigh in relief when he changes the subject. He must be good at conversation. Would have known what to say if I were in his shoes. Well, there's still time, I guess. He just shrugs casually, that smile of his never leaving his face. For such a worried guy, he sure seems carefree. I'm Baxter, by the way. He extends his left hand for me to take in a very friendly way. He isn't what I expected him to be. He actually seems pretty nice, despite looking like a douchey frat boy. I know, Wait, you know, have we met before? No, but we have a couple of classes together and I see you on the team sometimes. Yeah, so That's where I know you from. He snaps his fingers loudly and points at me in a finger guns kind of way. So, you know. You're the guy who's always sitting on the bleachers doing practice. I take an embarrassed step back, feeling my cheeks get hot. You notice? Oh yeah, I always see you there, hanging around and staring. He grins wider and leans close to me, speaking a bit lower now, a cockiness to him I'm not too sure I like. And judging by your reaction, I say there's a guy you're spying on. Oh, excuse me. Who is it? Is it Tom? What? No, I'm not. Cooper? Leo? Kurt? Oreo? You made that last guy up, didn't you? Oh, I know exactly who it is. It's Jacob, isn't it? Are you two quite done? The sound of Mr. Hopkins entering the room again makes us both jump back to our original position, Baxter's cockiness fizzling into thin air. He sits back down at his desk in front of us, taking off his glasses to look up at us, that look of disapproval still evident in his face. So, you two, I'm sure you have an idea why I called you boys here. I glance at Baxter and he side-eyes me back. Yeah, I think we know why. Would you two like to explain what's going on with your assignments? He turns to me first, expectantly awaiting a response. My palms start to get sweaty and the nervousness I was feeling when he called my name the first time comes back to me tenfold. Well, Mr. Hopkins, there's a reasonable explanation for this. Huh. Which is... Listen, Mr. Russo, I'm well aware you have your own little projects going. You think I haven't noticed you writing songs in my class for that little band of yours? You always seem full of energy at night when you're playing in that bar. He's been at the bar? He's seen us play? So if you tell me you've been busy, I just won't believe you. I'd rather you just tell me outright that you haven't cared enough to do your assignments. It's not that I don't care, Mr. Hopkins, I've just been busy with other things. Oh, I'm sure. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. I greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Amr. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier anyway. If y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all. I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.